My orders are to observe the ruin, not help you mount a suicidal rescue mission.
Then you can observe me kicking every fetching cultist's ass standing between me and my little brother.
You are headed into dangerous territory. I have reports of suspicious activity at some nearby ruins. You another adventurer looking for trouble? Because it doesn't matter what I believe. The legates heard her claim, and I was ordered to keep watch on the ruin. Observe and report, that's all. As to why I don't trust her, she's a little too fluent in the ways of Daedric cults for my liking. She was a little too certain, a little too specific in her knowledge when trying to convince the legates. No upstanding, divine-fearing folk would go into such lurid detail reporting a crime of this nature. She's not to be trusted at her word.
Who are you? Another of these useless Leyawiin layabouts? No, you're an adventurer like me. Don't tell me, Zagira roped you into this mess too. My little brother and I answered a job posting seeking adventurers to help explore a newly discovered ruin, only once the expedition got underway and we were all split up, our employers turned on us. I barely got away. Free my little brother and the others before something terrible befalls them? I don't know if I can do this on my own, but I have to try. Can I count on your help? Or were all the questions just morbid curiosity? There were 5, in addition to me, who got duped into this. My brother, Liam, Eolaf, a Nord warrior, Ardia, a High Elf researcher, Dejos, an Argonian scout, and Garlor, a Wood Elf adventurer. Other than my brother, I don't know a lot about them. Not much. Zagira, the woman who hired us, was charming. I didn't buy her story that her expedition was for study, but she paid half our fee up front. I figured they were just treasure hunters looking for plunder. We had no idea they were a cult. About the time they said, "Don't kill her, we need her for the ritual," while trying to wrestle me to the ground. Probably saved my life, though. I fought twice as hard knowing they were taking it easy on me. No one else escaped that I know of. We didn't get far with our expedition before things went sour, but the ruin was in pretty bad shape. You'll need a grapple bow to get anywhere quickly. Fortunately, I have a spare. They're simple enough to use, if you've never tried one. Just line up your sights with a suitable anchor point, release the bolt, and get ready to fly. Don't worry, they're pretty much designed to do all the work. The worst you'll have to worry about is underestimating the pull and spraining your neck. All right, but remember, you already agreed to help me. It'd be rude to back out now. But seriously, I need your help. Please don't change your mind. We need to reach the base camp, but be careful. I saw a lot more cultists during my escape than the ones who led me here. It wasn't like this before. The bridge is out, but that support looks sturdy enough for the grapple bow. Base camp should be... Ioloth! What are those fetchers doing to him?
Poor Lord, the foothold is nearly complete. Ioloth, one of the other adventurers Zagira duped with this setup. They've
They've got him strung up like a new life pony gua. Survey stones my ashy arse. That's a sacrifice if I've ever seen one. We've got to do something. Zagira had us escorting her scholars around the area to place those so-called survey stones. Supposedly, they would get the layout of this place in an instant. Bunch of guadung, clearly. It's sucking the life out of him. I damn well plan to try. It'll be dangerous, though. For Iolaf, most of all. That ritual is already feeding off of him somehow. The sudden shock of destroying the stone might kill him. We could try weakening the ritual before ending it entirely. That array by Iolaf seems to be the heart of the ritual, but the magic is being drawn to another focal point nearby. Destroying that might lighten the load on Iolaf, and the backlash of ending the ritual by force. It's the best chance of saving him. We need to stop that ritual, the sooner the better, but Iolaf's chances of surviving go up exponentially if we try picking it apart carefully, instead of smashing the central array right at the start. The grapple bow should help us search around. I don't know it. I'm making an educated guess. Daedrology is my main field of study, though I tend to avoid getting caught up in their worship and rituals. Mostly, I'm fascinated why anyone would join these fetching cults in the first place. I took an interest in the anticipations of the Tribunal and my ancestors' worship of them before the three rose to godhood. Dark elves aren't the only ones who revere Daedra alongside divines. But now's not the time for a philosophical discussion. Did it! The ritual's weakened! Iolaf! Follow me, quickly!
You don't have to tell me twice.
It worked! Sorry if that sounds too much like surprise, but I couldn't be sure if that would be enough to save Iolaf's life until we tried it. If the cult is doing this to the others, we should be able to free them too, if we're careful. It was definitely a Daedric ritual, but not your typical sacrifice. Offerings to the princes are usually quick and brutal. This was much more purposeful. I don't know what they were trying to accomplish, but they were using Iolaf's soul to power it. The Swits didn't tell us much of their plans before stabbing us in the back, but I've got a rough idea where they were taking the other stones. If we head out the other side of these corridors, we should be on the right path.
That was horrible. I felt like my soul was getting torn out of me, little by little. Trying to pitch me into Orky's gnarled teeth. Or Dagon's, rather. Felt like all the air was sucked out of my lungs. Would have killed me if you hadn't come along. Was it always this hot in here? I'm just hired muscle. I don't meddle with magic. They were talking, though, about positioning the other stones. They sent each of us as an escort, split us up. If they got the better of me, I'm sure the others are in just as much trouble now. Haven't felt this bad since I nearly drowned in the sea of ghosts. But I can feel my strength coming back. I think I'll be good enough to move once I've caught my breath. I'll be fine. Help the others while there's still time.
Hold on. I recognize that journal. It belonged to Ardia. Well, I'll be. Ardia actually made a break for it. She's the last one I'd have expected to escape. 2 left feet, that one. Much as I'd like to believe she made it out, somehow I doubt it. Honestly, I'm impressed she made it this far, but my gut tells me she's still here. I think we should keep looking for the rest of those sacrificial stones. Whoever's still bound up in the cult's rituals is in the greatest danger. It's getting to the point that I hardly recognize this place. It's like the sky is on fire and everything's scorched. Did the cult come here just to destroy this place? That hardly makes any sense, but Daedra worship too often doesn't. It's possible this is all just a side effect of the ritual, not its intent. Who knows? Maybe their magic isn't just feeding on the souls of those they've captured, but everything here. All the more reason to stop them, quickly. And look, those trees! The shifting is more drastic here. We need to free Ardia from that ritual before it drains her soul completely, even if it kills her. Still, we should look for focal crystals nearby that are drawing power from her. Destroying them is the only way to save her life and her soul. I mean, stopping the ritual prematurely might kill her, but there are fates worse than death. If her soul is drained entirely from her body, it won't be left to the mercy of the Divines. It'll probably wind up in the clutches of oblivion.
Came back, Mary. I look forward to reuniting you with your brother.
That helped, but there's still something drawing power from the ritual. Let's keep looking. Destroy the array! Come on, Adia! Watch your step!
I'm just a little unsteady.
It looks like Adia will be all right. Hopefully she can make a successful escape this time. I can't be certain, but Dijo, Skarlor, and my little brother Liam are still missing. We have to assume they've been captured and bound like the other two. We need to stop these rituals, and not just for their sakes. I have a theory about the purpose of these rituals. The changes to the land, the sky, the blasted heat. I think this place is being overtaken by another plane. If I had to guess, I'd say it's becoming the Deadlands. I think this ruin isn't actually part of Nirn. More like a piece of our world bottled up, and the cult is trying to fill the bottle from another source.
I'm going to take it slow, but I should be all right getting away now that you and Miri are here causing a commotion. I hope you're able to save the others. Oh, I thought I'd never see that again, thank you. I have a great deal to add to it now. I think it's good to record all you can, good and bad. It forces you to think about what you've seen and done, makes you more mindful of how events shape you. Zigira was yelling at her followers about jeopardizing the foothold when I was trying to escape. I don't quite get what she meant, but I think they're turning this place into their stronghold. And I saw Zigira when they caught me, the real Zigira. Among her followers, she dropped the mask she'd been wearing. She's a Daedra. These cultists are the usual misguided fools dabbling with things they don't really understand. They're true believers. I'll never forget how they howled for her adulation.